Gay versus straight. Two different worlds. Couldn't be further from opposite. The swingers, the straight world, it's a club. In the gay world, it's a bathhouse. It's like a health club. What they share is the mentality some of the people have going into these places, going in anywhere. That victim mentality that people have wherever they go. One night at the bathhouse, two gentlemen come in back to back. The gentleman in the front was heavy, borderline obese. To me, he looked like fat bastard. Not knocking him, just telling you, giving you a visual. He was spewing love, joy, peace, just great energy coming off of him. He comes in and disappears. The guy behind him was the opposite, glass half empty type of guy, complaining, whining, right off the bat. I've already seen it 100 times. I already know where this is gonna go. They both enter the club. They disappear. A little bit of time goes by. I'm doing my rounds. As I'm turning the corner, I see the heavyset gentleman on his back. On top of him is four guys. Two guys over his stomach, one over his face, one over his legs. He's having a blast. He's having all types of fun. As I keep going, I don't see the other gentleman, the good-looking gentleman. Don't see him anywhere. As I'm turning the corner to come back up to the office, there he is, waiting for me, waiting to complain. I open the office and boom, he starts laying into me. This would have been like this, and I would have done this, and I would have done that. In my head, you have a victim mentality. No matter who was here, the same outcome would have played out. You have this speech memorized because you probably say it everywhere you go. I reply, I'm sorry, this is not your place. Thank you for coming. And he leaves. Another night, I had a guest appreciation night where I would take a few guests that were regulars and I would treat them to their night where they would come in for free on me. They were mostly appreciative. I had one customer come to me and ask me on his appreciation night if he could bring his friend in for free. I said, no, I'm sorry, this is your night. It's not his night. I don't know who your friend is. Your friend has to pay. He doesn't say anything to me. He immediately shoots back and disappears. It drew some red flags to me because there was no rebuttal, no nothing. A little bit of time goes by and I don't see him. No big deal. More time goes by and I don't see him. Little bit of a red flag. Hours go by and he's nowhere. Where is he? Now I want to find him. The bathhouse had 2 floors. The first floor was in use. The second floor was not in use. There were signs everywhere. There were alarms everywhere. As I'm doing the rounds, I'm looking everywhere downstairs, can't find him anywhere. I go to check upstairs, and when I open the door, it should scream from the buzzer, but it doesn't. I know immediately someone's upstairs. I go, I start looking and checking upstairs everywhere. As I'm checking everywhere, I'm not seeing nothing. I open the last room at the last door upstairs, and there he is, all laid out. He had his bag of chips, his food, all types of dildos, all types of toys, all types of pipes and drugs, all types of shit. And he was there with his friend, both of them. I immediately say, get your shit and get out. Your band and your band. I don't know you, but don't come back. They get their stuff and they leave. On their way out, the victim mentality. If you were to do this and if you were to do that, and that's why we did this and this is why we did this. The victim mentality and how to overcome it became very clear to me. When I was living out of my car years ago, when I was in a bad spot, my mom found me living out of my car, put me in a motel, and the common denominator was me, my pain, my struggle. This is the problem. It's not about you. My sole pursuit now is to give. You want to know power? You want to know power? Discipline is power. Sticking to your goals is power. How helpless is it when someone wakes up and has these big, grandiose ideas and dreams and they can't stick to them because of how they feel? That's the epitome of weak in my eyes. It's in all walks of life, all over the place. The guy who runs the marathon, who doesn't stop, sticks to his goals. That's what I'm talking about, that mindset. Myself, whose vision it was to break the dope habit. Open a business which hasn't been able to get open in over 50 years without any help. Breaking the mold, passing wisdom, truly caring, wanting you to excel. What is your whole purpose? It's not the pursuit, it's the purpose. The purpose over the pursuit is so much more greater than the pursuit itself. If your purpose is to selflessly give all of you, your time, your thought, your energy to push people forward, you found the answer. That selflessly motivation is the only thing that's going to be lasting. It was obvious when my loved ones wouldn't look at me, talk to me, cry when they saw me. Why were they not looking at me, talking to me, and crying when they saw me? Because I was writing a victim-filled, bitch-ass letter. If you're living a victim life, nobody's going to want to be around you. Make your goal for the day to elevate them. Now watch how big your crowd becomes. You know you have a grand vision. You know you see yourself at the top. Don't settle for less. I had the same vision with 2 pennies in my pocket, withdrawn from dope at the hospital because it was so bad. And I don't even know how I got there. I had to pass through that to get my knowledge, my wisdom, my life's purpose. Your life's purpose should be to create the person you admire in every way, no matter how difficult it is, so you can give that away. Yes, we all go through pain. Are my days as painful as before? No, I found a way to break it. When you're working your heart out, when you're working your hardest selflessly to extend your life through physical endeavors, you're right in the middle of gratitude. Gratitude opens a door to higher intelligence. Kick the door down, find your answers, and you'll find what I've been saying from the start. It's not about you. We are all a product of our thoughts and actions we are creating within. If you want to be happy, it's a choice. It's not going to be a light switch. Find a way to open that door through work. We are granted what we work for in this life. Everything internally first. If we can create strength internally, we can apply it externally. Don't cry if you hate where you're at, if you don't like what you're doing, if you don't like what the scale says. It's okay. I was there. I've been there. You can change right now, today, and live that way for the rest of your life. Get up every day. Create every day. And the work is the gift. The work is the gift. Anyone can choose to become a leader if they step up. Yes, you're going to be persecuted. Yes, it's going to suck when you tell the truth. But that's the growth. This is not a game. There is no costume. Earn it day in, day out. I want it for you. You know, I know. Let's